Hello guys, today we are back with the star. Thank you guys once again. It's a great day on this Wednesday, Mercury Day, and we bring forth the star and the message that you can receive today. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Are you guys ready for today's message? Because I am, especially after turmoil of last message, so this one is more hopeful. But anyway, with the star comes new ways of thinking. You know, you're finally getting rid of all those old ways of thinking and self-doubt or limiting beliefs as far as things that may have held you back in the past. Like, you're getting over a time of turmoil. Everything just seemed to come crashing down in your life. It's like nothing was going right, but now you're like looking for a fresh start things over, and you're just watching and waiting to see what happens. You're no longer thinking like the what if or anything, or thinking that it's just gonna hold you back. Like, you know what? It's kind of like one of those situations where you're just gonna watch it out and wait what happens. You're not fearful of the change, but you're just like, you welcome it. You're just like, all right, it can't get any worse than this. You know, we can only be hopeful and just see what happens. If it goes, it goes. But you're putting that belief out there that, you know what, we're just gonna try our best. So that's what it's basically saying. You're just hopeful that things will work out for the better, and you're just gonna stand behind your beliefs and do what you can to further yourself or whatever, or to not repeat those patterns that brought you in the turmoil in the first place. So you won't have to repeat certain things and habits. It's just like, who wants to keep going over the same things? The lessons that life is trying to teach us, the spirit is trying to, get us away from. We don't want to backtrack and keep repeating these cycles, because you're only going to keep repeating until you get things right. You know, the universe has a way of humbling us down, and with that being said, you would just keep. That's even with people too. People that comes in your life. I mean, you haven't learned a lesson in them, like dating patterns. I mean, you still. We all have a type, but that type might for example, it might not be necessarily good for you in your best interest, and you wondering why you keep attracting certain energies into your life, but just in different bodies. It's just that, I mean, you got to try something that you never done before. You got to expect the unexpected. Because, I mean, you keep doing the same thing. I don't understand how you could ever expect to get different results. I mean, that's just... But, I mean, we've all done it before in many different ways in our lives. Not just with relationships. The friends we choose, the company we choose to keep around us. Shoot, it can be anything in the material thing. I mean, like for example, me. Oh my God, I'm good with this one. And I've learned this lesson the hard way plenty of times, to the point I've lost jobs and employment off of this. So, waiting to get gas in the morning, for example, is one of the worst things you could possibly do. I know, at least for me, and I know a lot of people are like that, but if that's not you, then this is not for you. But I know I'm one of them. So if I wait in the morning to get gas instead of getting it in advance, it just seems like the whole day goes wrong. It's always on the day that I choose to do that, when I'm running late. Traffic is terrible. There's been a terrible accident. I end up late to work. Being late to work, it just seems like everything goes wrong. And I'm tardy. On the way there, I get a flat, can't make it to work, so I'm on my last point, and I end up getting fired. It's just things of that nature. Doesn't necessarily, like I said, the material. If you try things differently, like maybe, like for example, I'm gonna use that same situation. I could have gotten gas the night before. Gotten gas for the week, earlier in the week, just for the whole week. Or at least it lasts me half the week. You know what I'm saying? I could have filled up then. But it's just little stuff like that we don't want to repeat. You know what I'm saying? Make better choices and decisions, better habits. I mean, you're very vulnerable at this moment because you're just putting everything on the table and just like, you know what? I'm gonna put myself out there, put my best foot forward, and we're just gonna keep on going. You're very in tune with your intuition right now and spirit, and you just like you open to messages from spirit, from your guides, and you just like, okay, you're open to receiving help and any guidance on the way. So you just like anything that just can get you back on track, back where you need to be or where you're trying to go. So, with that being said, I'm sorry, y'all. This applesauce is so good. But anyway, so with that being said, you just want to nurture these feelings right now, nurture these ideas, and just keep going, y'all. I mean, life can have its challenges or whatever, but you never know what spirit is having on the other side for you. I mean, because sometimes I just feel like those times where everything is just going wrong and it's just works out for my best interest. So you never know. And with that being said, guys, take this message and run with it. Apply it to your lives. Thank you guys once again for tuning into Goddess and Tarot. And make sure you guys book your readings, you know. The veil is thin right now. It's time to get those questions in from lost loved ones. The best time to contact. Book your love readings, career, if you want to stay on top of your finances, dream interpretations, you get messages from spirit or your ancestors, you don't know what they mean. Let me help you out. And don't forget to follow the Facebook page, Goddess and Tarot, and the YouTube channel, Goddess and Tarot. So like and subscribe. And also make sure you guys keep me up to date on what you would like to hear, because I started this new segment with the goddesses from my video from like a week ago. And I said I will be covering different goddesses because I want to start focusing on the goddess aspect of Goddess and Tarot, not just tarot, you know. And I've covered Kali Ma so far. And I said I was thinking about doing a part 2. And I want you guys to let me know what other goddesses you would like for me to discuss for us to cover. That would be great. And if this message resonates with you, leave purple hearts below. Let's talk about it. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we are out.